Well, that settles it then. Raptors are officially the coolest animal ever, and they just win at everything. So we have a sequel to Jurassic World, which itself was a sequel to Jurassic Park, which is also among my top favourite films of all time. But is this one worthy of measuring up to Jurassic World, which was sort of nearly worthy of measuring up to Jurassic Park? It's very complicated. Let's get into it! So Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is a sequel to Jurassic World and brings back Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt, plus a whole host of some disposable other characters who kind of help progress the plot, but don't really do a whole lot more than that. But this actually acts more as a spiritual successor to The Lost World, which was the direct sequel to Jurassic Park. The irony here is that The Lost World was a moderately okay sequel that then got a little bit ridiculous towards the end, and so is this. What's strange about the plot of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is that it actually shifts focus from the start, where there is this debate about whether cloned extinct creatures are subject to the same animal rights that we give regular animals that we already have. It's a good question, it's a good debate in this hypothetical world where we have managed to clone animals that are now extinct. Because they are clones and because they are extinct, are they now also subject to the same laws and regulations we currently have in place? Of course, that gets forgotten quite quickly, and it moves on to a rescue operation where they are trying to rescue dinosaurs off of the island that Jurassic World was built on, where an active volcano is currently about to erupt. Now, why you would build a theme park on an island that had a volcano on it, be it dormant at the time, brings into question a whole heap of health and safety measures. I just assumed that the science that they were using behind the park was also something that was keeping the volcano at bay at the same time, and now that they're no longer there, the volcano is about to erupt. Ergo, they have to save dinosaurs now. But then this moves on to another plot point later on of, after having rescued all of these dinosaurs, instead they're not taking them somewhere safe and to a sanctuary at all, but instead doing even more genetic editing and creating another dangerous genetic hybrid that also gets loose. Only this time it has 100% more raptor in it. Oh, also, it's weaponized as well. Just when you thought genetic hybrids couldn't get any more dangerous than the Indominus Rex. So let me boil it down like this. There were some moments of the film that I really enjoyed, and then there were other parts that really took me out of that place. Jeff Goldblum is in this film as Dr. Ian Malcolm, one of the best characters from the first film, and then in the sequel as well. The bad news is that he is in this for a sum total of 5 minutes. Not nearly enough time for Dr. Ian Malcolm to be in a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World film. I think it was a good thing to see how, if they ever did need to rescue animals like this for preservation's sake, it is a tough job to escort animals like this off of an island, particularly when some of them are gigantic creatures bigger than anything that we currently have on Earth. But how many times do we need to see someone narrowly escaping a carnivore of some description? This is a kind of threat that you almost associate with Jurassic Park now. It's almost not a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movie if someone doesn't narrowly escape getting bitten or eaten by a carnivore. Now, while this film did not hesitate to prove that Chris Pratt and Blue are, in fact, the greatest duo since perhaps Batman and Robin, maybe Turner and Hooch, this film does also compete with Infinity War for saddest death scenes of the year. I never thought I could feel so hard for a Brachiosaurus, but There we go. I choked up something chronic in this film. So this film had some high moments and low moments during the main course of this film, and it was pretty alright. Right up until the end, which opened up such a crazy huge can of worms, completely unnecessarily out of nowhere, that it kind of makes me worry that if they are going for a trilogy of Jurassic World films, the third one is just going to completely jump the Mosasaurus. Do you like what I did there? See, because Mosasaurus is bigger than a shark. So overall, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom had a really strong start to it. I enjoyed the direction that it was going from about the start to the halfway point, and then it kind of shifted focus into something entirely different, and I think it kind of forgot what it originally set out to do at the start. So with that in mind, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom gets 3 stars from me. It was relatively average in its outing as far as the sequel goes. I feel like if they'd had a little bit more of a solid direction with the film and not kept shifting focus a little bit, it might have ended up being a little bit better. It hit a few marks for me. It didn't tick all of the boxes. I did get to see some cool dinosaur moments, which is essentially what I'm going to see this film for, but as far as the plot goes, there have definitely been better motives in the series so far. So Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, have you seen it? What did you think about it? What are you expecting to see from a third film in this franchise? Do you think they're gonna actually do the human dinosaur hybrid concept that was originally battered about for a sequel? And here's the big question: what's your favourite dinosaur? All comments are welcome in the comment section below. Let's talk nerdy. As always, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here and you want to see some more in the future, you can click right here to subscribe, like, and see some more funky fresh videos from yours truly. And until that point, clever girl.